You're watching the TC MMA podcast.
Next, you got Grant Dawson versus Rafa Garcia. Tell me this is a lightweight fight. Tell me it's a lightweight. Yes, it is. 21-2. I didn't realize he was that good. Dawson's 21-2. Rafa Garcia 16-3. USA versus Mexico. Wow, this is a big one. Let's jump into it right now. In the lightweight division at UFC Vegas 98, you know the lightweight division is always awesome. Well, in this one, you got Grant Dawson taking on Rafa Garcia. Quite an interesting matchup. I mean, Dawson 21-2, very good. Rafa Garcia 16-3, very good as well. It's USA versus Mexico. Dawson 3-inch reach advantage, height advantage, excuse me. He's 5'10", Garcia 5'7", both guys 30 years old. In terms of reach, that's where I was going. 2-inch reach advantage for Grant Dawson. He's a switch stance fighter. Garcia stands right-handed. Now, in terms of activity, that leans towards Rafa Garcia's over 4 significant strikes per minute. Grant Dawson under 3 per minute. So you're looking at 15 to 20 significant strike difference in favor of Garcia. Takedown game, unbelievable. Both guys exactly 3.61 over 3 rounds. That means they're both landing more than a takedown each round. But I've never seen two guys with exactly the same takedown average. That's wild. Now, Dawson 57% takedown defense, Garcia 79%. So that favors Garcia. Now, Dawson's won 2 of the last 3, beating Joe Solecki and Damir Ismagulov. He did lose to King Green by KO, but he looked good in the other 2 fights, landing 6 takedowns and dominating on the feet before he ran into a wall against King Green. But that fight, he lost that in 33 seconds. So it was over before he knew what happened. Now, on the other hand, Garcia has some momentum. He's won 4 of the last 5, including the last 2. He beat Clay Guida by decision, Mahasheit by decision. Both of those fights, he dominated on the feet. He actually had 6 takedowns against Mahasheit. He lost to Drakkar Klose, beat Jesse Ronson and Natan Levy. So, interesting fight here. I mean, I think Rafa Garcia's got a chance to win. He's got the better numbers. But it's just tough with Grant Dawson because the guy is so tough. I mean, he is so tough. And he really is beating everyone in his way. I don't see like big time wins on Rafa Garcia's resume. So even though it appears that Grant Dawson is struggling a little bit, I think he's got a good chance to win this fight and overcome the numbers. He just has better competition. So the numbers are lower, but he's got to get the strike game up. I mean, the takedown game is there. How will that level off against Rafa Garcia, who can go to the ground too? That's going to be interesting, but he's got to get the significant strikes up if he wants to move up in this division. So we'll see what happens. But listen, the guy is 21-2. Let's not forget that. In my opinion, he'll be 22-2 with the win. Hard to say how, because the guy's got subpar numbers, but he's 21-2. So go figure. Dawson gets the win. Lightweight division, UFC Vegas 98. Yeah, it's kind of like the Chiefs in the NFL, man. These guys, they've been in some close games. They just find ways to win. And that's kind of how Grant Dawson is in the UFC. Like, he's 21-2. The numbers are not up to par with any guy I would predict in any other fight. But he's 21-2 for a reason. A guy finds ways to win. I mean, it's crazy. How do you go against him? You can't.
He's gon' fight, he's gon' fight. Hold your breath till the end of the night. Last fight a call, UFC at its height. Bringing that thunder with all his might. Saying, step up, wanna fight? Hold up, think twice. Gladiator, assassin, reckless, no abandon. Walk through that cage, he'll leave your ass straight.